Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, so let's look what was going on in the past with you. What was going on in the past with Capricorn? All right, we had that one fly out. You were waiting for something. What was Capricorn waiting for? King of Wands. Look at the King of Wands is looking right at the Nine of Pentacles. So we have the Moon. It could be that you were waiting for a Pisces. It could be that you were waiting for a what my mind just went by. A wand, fire sign. I almost feel like you were waiting. You were trying to figure something out. You weren't clear about something. There was something that you were questioning. What's going on with... You figured it out, and now you're ready to share, and now you're ready to move on from something. When I flipped that over, I felt like it was writing a book for some reason. Page of Wands, communication, writing a book, feeling good about something, and I almost feel like it's writing a book about something that, like, your experience that you've gone through. Let me see, what else is... What was Capricorn waiting for? Learning, Moon. Peace. Peacefulness. There was a lot of chaos. Maybe there was a lot of confusion and a lot of chaos going on with you. And you were trying to hang in there with a situation that was unclear to you, and that you were trying to move past, that you were trying to find a peaceful resolution with the situation. But I almost feel like it was kind of battering you up, because I'm looking at the wrap around his, the cloth around his head. I almost feel like right now you're like, I almost feel like you're ready to walk away. I feel like you're like, I'm over it. I'm done. I'm making a choice. I'm making a decision that I'm moving on in a direction, but I'm not sure what direction that I want to go in. That I've hung in there long enough. I've waited for things to calm down. I've done everything that I can do. And now you're ready to move on with a situation. Now you're ready to commit to your future. I feel like you have new commitments coming in, that you're ready to commit to yourself. You're ready to commit for the future. I almost feel like you were in limbo over here. You weren't really sure about what it is that you wanted to do or where you wanted to go. And we have those times in our lives, right? We're like, oh, I just don't know what I want to do. I just don't know where I want to go from here. I'm just not sure what my next step is. And I still feel like you were waiting for something to happen over here, but it just wasn't evolving. It just wasn't coming. It just wasn't happening, or it just wasn't falling into place for you. And now I feel like you're in that mode of, okay, you've narrowed it down, but you're in the process of letting things go and realizing, okay, this wasn't the right choice for me. Now I've got to focus on something else. Which direction do I want to go on? Because this is what you were waiting for, that clarity. And now you're like, okay, I've waited long enough. Now it's time to commit to something. Now it's time to go in a direction. Now it's time to make things happen. All right, so what else is going on here? Let's see, I feel like not those cards. Let's do these cards. Yeah. So I feel like this situation was just becoming really heavy for you, and you were like, It's almost like you had to pick yourself up by your bootstraps and say, okay, I've got to make the choice to move forward here. Like, I've got to move on with this. I've got to make some changes, right? Tower. Tower again. Rebuilding. Rebuilding stronger and better, though. And Sun. I love that. Oh, Nine of Cups. I love that. Yeah. And I felt good things are definitely headed your way, without no doubt. Why? Because you removed yourself from something that was not good for you. You removed yourself from an energy that was weighing you down. I just feel like this was... Sometimes we put ourselves in situations and we don't even realize how much it's weighing us down until we break free from it, that we remove ourselves from it. Right, that we remove ourselves from this situation, and you're in this process of changing right now. Like you're in this tower moment now, where you're stripping things down, you're figuring things out, you're letting go of things, but you're also realizing things, and you're also, I love this right here. I love this energy right here, because it's that change. It's the realization, okay, this wasn't working, this wasn't happening. I'm not going to stay in this energy anymore. I'm not going to put up with this. I'm not going to sit around and wait for things to happen for me, right? I'm going to make the choice to make things happen for me. I'm going to look into what is it that I need to do to make this Nine of Cups happen for me. Over here, I feel like you were waiting for the Nine of Cups, and over here, you're saying, I'm going to make it happen for me. Sometimes, you know, we have these dreams or these things that we want to have happen, and we're just kind of waiting for them to magically appear. But what we need to realize is that, yes, those things can happen and appear for us, but we have to take the actions to make it happen. We have to start, if it's, you know, a career in something, it's like, okay, getting your resume out or researching and trying to find connections. Or it's, you know, if it has to do with money or purchasing something, it's, okay, what can I do to make this happen? What can I do to put myself in that energy of having that happen for me? How do I make that happen? And I feel like that was that major revelation is, okay, I'm going to tear down that waiting for it to happen. I'm going to make it happen. And I love that. Make it happen. And when you start to get into that energy of saying, I'm going to make it happen, that's when things start to manifest for you. It's that commitment to yourself, commitment to that Nine of Cups. I'm going to make it happen. And that's a major growth thing. That's a major realization, is that I'm not putting my Nine of Cups in anyone else's hands except for my own. And I'm going to be dedicated. I'm going to work at it. I'm going to keep trying, and I'm going to keep pushing forward, and I'm not going to let the negativity get to me. I'm not going to let those that try and stop me get to me. I love it. I love it. Empowered. That's what we have to realize, that if you want change, you have to be change. What is it that you need to change? Stop waiting around for things to happen or for other people to make it happen for you. You make it happen for you. Give yourself that power. Returning, going with the flow. I feel like it's that flow of realizing, okay, this isn't working, so what's my next step? What's my next step that I need to do? I need to let go of things, I need to tear that down, and then I need to move forward, going with the flow. Not getting frustrated, because that was a learning lesson for you, that, hey, I sat around and I waited for this, and, you know, nothing happened, so instead of me wasting another second sitting around and waiting, then I'm going to go for it. I'm going to make things happen. Going with the flow and realizing, okay, that didn't work out for a reason, and there was something for me to learn from that situation. We have chop wood. Get to it. Make it work. Make it happen, right? Get busy doing it. Don't waste another second. Don't waste any more time. Get to it. Right this moment is as good a time as any to start going after those Nine of Cups. Blossoming abundance. Why is that? Because you're in that mode of let's chop wood and let's make things happen, right? What is it that I need to change? What is it that I need to focus on? sometimes it's like, it's not all, sometimes, you know, there's that button that clicks on, or that inspiration, and it's like, okay, now I'm feeling really motivated. But sometimes it's a little bit at a time, right? It's that little things that start to build up, and you're like, okay, little victories, little victories, little victories that end up being a huge victory. And that you've, you know, it's like you've climbed that mountain one little victory at a time. And when you turn around and you look back down, you're like, wow, I've really come far. I've really come a long way. I'm really proud of myself. All right, so we had these two that came out. We have Armadillo Spirit, set healthy boundaries. Set healthy boundaries for yourself so that you set yourself up for success, which I've always said that. Don't try and go for the end goal starting at the beginning, right? I mean, obviously you want to get there, but it's like set yourself up to reach those goals, right? The little victories that you know that you can have that victory, and you can take that and you can fuel it to go for your next victory. And that next victory can be bigger than the last one if you feel that, or if not, it can be the same. But setting yourself up for success and not trying to set up something too big where it's almost like you know you're going to fail. So having those little victories for yourself. Also set those healthy boundaries with those people or situations that you feel may trigger you, or may try to hold you back, or may try to suck you back into the way things used to be, right? Set those healthy boundaries and say, okay, this is what works for me. This is what I need to do so that I set myself up for success. We also have White Raven Spirit, which is trust in the magic. Trust in the magic, right? Believe in it. Whatever it is that you believe in is to stick to your guns and to follow it through. And to know that, yeah, you can make this Nine of Cups happen, whatever this represents to you. Whatever you want that to be, you can make it happen. But you have to chop wood to make it happen, right? You do the making it happen. If you need help or support from someone else, that's fine, but don't leave it all up to them. Don't have them make your dreams come true. All right, so I felt like picking one of these. This is my crystal cards, and this is Snake Agate. Strength, privacy, and self-love. Being comfortable in your own skin takes time, and snake skin agate helps boost self-esteem and self-awareness, so you can do just that. Gives you the confidence to step outside your comfort zone and explore new aspects of yourself, all within your discretion. Can blend with the crowd, so if you don't want to be seen and wish to carry on with your activities in peace, this is the stone for you. Is able to facilitate a Kandalan, I don't know what that word is right there, rising, and encourages full embodiment of self. So it's like having that power within yourself and that strength within yourself. And that's exactly what I was saying, is you make it happen, right? You make this happen. You have the power to make it happen. You make your choices and your decisions. Don't sit around and wait for things, because time is precious. All right, that was pretty cool. And then let's go to our charms. Alrighty, star. You are a star. You are a superstar, right? Absolutely. And then we have the lock. And then we have protected. You are protected. And then we have the guitar. Sing your own song, right? We have the cross, which is that faith and belief in yourself. And then we have the Make-A-Wish. So we have Make-A-Wish, and then we have the star in the middle there, and then it has success. Success, making a wish, but that's also about taking the steps to make it happen and not giving up, and trusting yourself, and having that faith in yourself, but making things happen. Self-love, looking out for yourself and setting yourself up for success. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.